I have uncovered something that is holding me back from becoming a scratch golfer. There are many areas that I need to improve on, but I'm going to be highlighting this one particular thing because I think it underpins a lot of those different areas. So I'm going to be highlighting this issue and talking about how I'm going to fix this going forward into the future so that way I can become a scratch golfer. And guys, if you're new here, my name is Chonger. I'm an average golfer with the goal of trying to get the scratch. So follow along, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys along on this journey with me. 1 year ago on my YouTube channel, I posted a short form video that had my stock yardages. I thought that this would be a good idea so that way I would have something that I could benchmark off of as we progress and try to work towards this goal. If you haven't seen that video, the highlights were I was struggling with the low end of my bag. So the 5 and 6 iron in particular, I was having difficulty where the 6 iron was actually going farther than the 5 iron. So it kind of made the 5 iron a bit useless. And I also had a large gap in distance between my fairway wood and my driver. Even though I could carry the ball 290 yards with my driver, it was still wildly inconsistent. And I was also swinging really hard, out of control. And so it wasn't the most efficient driver swing. Today, I decided to visit a range with Toptracer technology so that way I could get my carry distances and compare them to 1 year ago and see if any progress was made. Unfortunately, I don't think that the data was the most accurate. I don't know if it was because the range balls were a bit old or if it was the wet weather out there, but I don't think it really makes sense that a drive that has 163 miles an hour ball speed with an apex of over 100 feet only carries 250 yards. I also know my spin rate is pretty good, around 2000 RPM, so I just don't really see how that drive only goes 250 yards. And I noticed it fell flat for a lot of the different clubs in my bag. But irregardless, I still proceeded just so that way I could get a general sense of the gapping between the different clubs in my bag. The distances might be a bit understated, but hopefully the overall trend of the distances goes in the right direction. You know, for example, the 5 iron should go farther than the 6 iron, which should go farther than the 7 iron, etc.
Pitching wedge first. Okay, we're gonna hit 5 shots, get the average. That felt good. I'd only carried 121 though. I'm not sure if it's these balls or maybe it's because it's wet and damp out here right now. My pitching wedge usually goes like 130-ish. Oh, I chunked that. A chunk goes just about the same. Guess maybe the distances might be off, so we're just going to check how consistent I will be over 5 shots. God, that felt good. Yeah, 100 ball speed, only carrying 119. I don't know, I think something's off here. Oh yeah. Okay, my consistency score was 74%. Let's go to the 9 iron now. Let's just see if gapping in my bag is pretty good. Maybe my distances might not be good, but hopefully the spacing in between everything will be good. God, I pulled that. I feel like whenever I get onto the range, especially with like TrackMan data or any kind of data, I always want to swing harder. I should still just try and have a controlled swing. Oh, I pulled it. Oh my god, the consistency even worse. 48%. 8 iron time. Oh yeah, that felt good. This ball is a good quality ball. I think this one's gonna go farther. Except for I chunk it. I got in my head. Yup. Yeah. My consistency, 82%. Pulled it. Yeah, that's good. I chunked it. I'm gonna hit a bad ball. I'm just gonna see how it does. Struck it pretty good. Highest ball speed and only went 155. That's because I hit a shit ball. Oh, that's sad. I wish I would have hit a good ball with that one. It's annoying that these balls, wish they were all good. Okay, I'm gonna hit a good ball just because I want to see, because right now my 6 iron's going the same as my 7 iron. Just want to see if it's the ball or if it's my swing. I chunked it. Ah, that's thin. Chunked it. This is gonna have a bad score. 57%. I know what this should be based on my fitting with Tim, based on the ball speed numbers and everything like that. So I guess we'll be able to judge how these balls and how this range is. Just trying to crank it more because that's under reading my numbers, I feel like. Oh yeah, that was crushed. Oh yeah, that was crushed. God, pulled up. 54% consistency.
From this session, I still realize that I have problems hitting the longer irons in my bag. As a matter of fact, I feel more confident swinging really hard with my 7 iron than picking up my 5 iron, which, you know, you want to have a smooth swing in golf. And if I'm really giving it with my 7 iron, that can lead to some inconsistent contact. And, you know, I might not even be able to get the ball there. So it would be more beneficial if I can learn to hit my 5 iron. So while filming, I noticed that I was falling into old habits. I was swinging really hard, trying to chase carry numbers, and it was further amplified because the carry numbers were a lot less than I was expecting due to the range balls, and I wanted to swing harder, get the numbers higher. I wanted to show some improvement. And also too, when the camera's on, it just adds a bit more pressure, a bit more stress, and it just goes to show that my range swing just has not had enough reps that it performs well under pressure, and that kind of simulates a game experience. And so I think the main problem is I haven't built in enough reps. I haven't practiced as much as I would have liked. I haven't practiced efficiently or maybe practiced the right things, that my game is not really improving. I need to be practicing on the more difficult things and challenging myself when I practice instead of hitting pitching wedge, 7 irons because they feel good. You know, I really need to be working on my longer irons like my 5 and 6, which are some weak spots in my game. I need to embrace that challenge. And so I think that is the problem that's holding me back. You know, I'm only practicing the things that are fun or that I'm good at. Where it's kind of hiding the fact that, you know, there's this other part of my game that really needs some work and I need to put in that time. So going forward now that I'm conscious and I'm made aware that I'm going to be working with Tim, have some formal lessons. So I've had a few club fittings with him, but I've never worked on anything technical or had any coaching from him. But just from those fittings, I've learned so much. So I'm excited to actually have some dedicated time with him where we're working on my game. I think the plan is we're going to have 10 sessions together and we're going to come up with a plan how to practice, where my goals are going to be at the end of this 10-week period. I think one thing in the back of my mind is You know, I have this goal of becoming a scratch golfer, and it's almost like a safety mechanism to almost not give it your all. So then you can fall back on the excuse like, oh, you know, I didn't try as hard as I could have. I don't want to fall back on that crutch. I want to give it my all. I want to put myself out there, and I want to go all in. So that's why I am going to be working with Tim. We're going work on a dedicated plan. Hopefully it's going to hold me accountable. And you know, I think that's ultimately what is needed to achieve something. You need to just put yourself out there. You need to be accountable if you make some mistakes, and you just need to learn from it. And so hopefully from this experience, after the 10 coaching sessions that I have with him, hopefully on the other end of it, I'll become a better golfer and on my way one step closer to becoming a scratch golfer. And I will be recapping the whole year and talking about future plans like holistically in my life to help shape this goal that I have of becoming a scratch golfer in a later video. So be on the lookout for that. But you know, I just wanted to highlight something that is holding me back, and maybe you guys can resonate with that as well too, and just kind of offer an inspirational message that, you know, it's not too late to turn it around. You know, you guys just got to dig deep, and you know, you can accomplish what you set your mind to. And you know, I hope that in the new year I'll be able to get a good head start on that as well too. So that'll conclude this video. If you've enjoyed it, smash that like button, drop a comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.